Hi everybody, welcome back to my Halloween project. I mentioned last time I was going to pick out some mats and come back, and I have picked out a few, but not all of them. I wanted though to concentrate on the center section, the center spread. So if you remember, we have 2 pages that fold out like this, which you probably can't even see the whole thing under the camera, to form this very long center section. And I've cut some mats for that. All right, so here is, I'm going to pull this over a little bit. They're kind of going to be stacked a little bit just so you can see. All right, so here's this one. I used 2 sheets of this paper that had the haunted house on it. And then this one here. And I didn't have enough of this sort of lower border to go across these 2, which is what I want. I want to have sort of one long thing. So from the paper that I had left, I just cut 2 blank pieces. Okay, I'm going to give you measurements. These are all the same size. So it's 4 7/8 by 5 7/8. Is that right? 4 7/8. Excuse me, 6 7/8, give or take. Okay. So what we have is this situation. Okay. And what I want to do is cut a piece to glue on top of here to form more of this little hill. And I cut out a couple of pieces of black, but I want you to see when I put the black on top, look how different they are. This is really much more brown than it is black. So I cut a couple of pieces of brown cardstock to form that little hill, and it's a much better match. I also have some black soot and ground espresso ink that will probably apply to darken this up a little, but I'm going to use the brown instead of the black. I just think it looks much better. Okay, so I'm going to set aside this one for now. We'll concentrate on this one. And so what I need is a piece, my ruler. If I put this on the bottom, right along the bottom, which is what I intend, I need to start cutting at the exact same height where this brownish black turns into the green color. So let me measure that. And it is, it's a little over 1 1/8. It's like 1 3/16. But what would actually be easier, instead of trying to measure kind of a funky measurement like that, is if I just line them up side by side, like so, and give myself a mark. Okay? Make sure I can see my mark that I made, and I can. All right, so then I don't want anything too really curvy. Okay, I just want sort of a smooth line with a little bit of a bump in it going over to the other side. And it doesn't really matter how high the other side is, but I'm just going to make a mark because I want it to be, I don't want it to be too low or hard to measure on the piece it's going to match up with. Okay, so now I have a mark here and a mark here. And I'm just going to draw. If you look here, it's coming up, so I'm going to continue. This is coming up, so I'm going to continue up and then down. All right. I just want to make sure I can see it, which I can't really. All right. So I'm just going to go for it. So you can see I didn't do anything fancy, just a little hill shape. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and cut that. And you actually do not even need to draw this. You could just cut it. So if you're more comfortable with that, by all means, just cut your, mark the start point and end point, and then just cut it. Okay, so that goes like that. And then the next piece, we're going to do the exact same thing, except this time we have to mark a start point there, and then we need the end point to come from this piece. That's going to be right about there. Okay. And now I'm coming down. Oops, I didn't do very well with that, but that's okay. There we go. All right, and I'm just going to cut that. And I actually feel like I went down a little too far, so I'm going to cut above my line a little bit. Okay, so now, get those out of the way. All right, so we're going to have this piece here, and this piece here, and this piece here, right, and then this piece there, okay? All right, so hopefully that wasn't too hard, okay? I did like that. And then if you remember, we have these, if you've seen, I'm not sure you've actually seen them or if I've shown them to you, but these adorable little die cut trick-or-treater children, and we'll work them into this scene. Okay, so now let's take a little ink. I'm going to work with the scrap, and I'm going to start with the black soot. Just darkening this kind of all over. I'm not sure if I really want or need to. Does that draw more attention to the fact that it doesn't match? I kind of feel like it does. Okay, so I'm not going to ink. That was my experiment. I'm just going to go ahead and leave that brown. If you prefer the black, by all means use the black. But like I said, I just felt like the black was too harsh and the brown was more close. And bear in mind, we're going to have all kinds of, you know, the little children on here. So, okay, so I'm going to go ahead and glue those pieces onto their backgrounds just to make them a single unit. I haven't watched the previous video and I can't remember where we left off. I hope we were actually in the middle of a video because I didn't bother introducing myself or the video. But this is a little Halloween mini album that we're making with Say Cheese Halloween from Simple Stories. I just showed you the little piece. Here's some ephemeras. So it's Say Cheese Halloween. And it's super cute. Okay. And I'm not going to glue those down yet. And I will be inking probably the bottom edge just to hide where anything that shows there. Let's do this one. So it's coming up on October 1st. So I want to remind those of you who use art glitter glue that you need to be ordering your winter supply because it can't be shipped in the winter. I probably am going to order one more bottle. I have two 16-ounce bottles and one 8-ounce bottle, and then whatever's left in this, and that's almost full, which is probably enough to get me through the winter, but I don't want to find out the hard way that it's not. So I will probably order at least one more 8, maybe one more 16. I'm not sure yet. Okay, there we go. And that's going to go there. let me grab, I think I'm going to use the ground espresso. It's not a true black, so I think it'll go better with this. And all I'm doing here is just darkening down here where the aqua green or whatever color this is might otherwise show. Okay. That racket you're hearing is, of course, my kittens, who are now a year old, so I don't know if they still qualify, but I think they do. I think cats grow until they're about 2, and there's some suspicion that mine have a chunk of Maine Coon in them, even though Jolly doesn't look anything like it. Holly looks very much like it. So they grow until they're 4, so we'll see. In any event, they still have tons of baby energy. All right, now I'm not going to ink any other part of this. I don't think. No, I'm not. I like it the way it looks. It doesn't, the paper does not have a really white core. So let's just go ahead. Sorry, I just realized I'm off camera here. I'm still playing around with getting the best sound with my new microphone. It's got a few different settings, and I'm recording it in separately in a separate soundtrack, so that may take a little experimentation to get everything just so. Okay. All right, now the other thing I have, before I glue that down, I forgot. I have these, and I was wondering if I should tuck one of them in behind here. I'm going to cut it out. We'll see if we want to use it. Okay, so I'm just going to fussy cut this. All right. And actually, this is, I'm going to do it. I probably should have put it behind, so that it looks like it's peeking up above that hill. Not there though, it would have to really go here. Which kind of looks silly because this is down. I still feel like I kind of want to do that. All right, I think I will. And I definitely should have put it under that, so it's bugging me. Maybe there. All right. So just remember, if you want to do this, tuck that underneath first. I got some ink there. I'm grabbing some of these little children, because everything's like going to be at a really kind of wacky scale. So I think I will go ahead and put that there, because I can easily hide that it's not underneath with these little die cuts. Okay, I just want to make sure. And I think I'll put it, I want to look a little cockeyed, because it's Halloween and it's supposed to be kind of out of whack. Okay, so I'm gonna maybe put it like that, about like that. Yeah, I think about like that. Okay, stop dithering. I'm just gonna put it down. I should have inked that though. And now I've got glue on it. Hang on. Nothing really dark, but just toning down the light edges of the paper. Okay. All right, so I'm going to put it right there. Okay. And again, you can tuck yours down behind the hill if you want to. But if you want the height, you can just do it the same way I did, because it's going to get hidden by some of the little die cuts or stickers or who knows what. And we'll also hide whatever that is. Okay, so let's go ahead and put this down. I really love the tombstone print on the back of this, but I have very, very little of it left because I only had 2 sheets of this, and I basically used it all for this little scene that we're building. Oh boy, that looks a little... It looks like it's right to the edge. Hang on. Just want to put that in just a little bit. Okay. Does it want to go? Does not want to go in. Hang on. Boy, making a mess. I can't really screw this up because I do not have any more of this paper. So what I'm going to do, hang on. I just stuck that in my paper trimmer and trimmed a little bit off the edge. Alright, so you remember to dry fit yours, please. That's what I should have done with mine. Okay, there we go. Not even a little bit straight. Okay. Alright. Oh, and you know what? I didn't put the magnets. Oh, you know what? I can hide them under one of the kids. Honestly, this one will get its magnets, though. I'm so anxious to see how it would look. So let's do the magnet now before I forget. there's that. Now the other thing that we have to play with is I have a couple of these little tombstones, but we can add those. They don't have to go underneath, so they can be added later. Even if they did have to go underneath, it would be too late. So there we go. You know what? And I didn't dry fit this one. Like I just told you to make sure you do. But this one's fine. I don't know why the other one was a little big, but this one's fine. Okay. And this one goes here. Then what I want to do, so I don't forget the magnet, is let's see. So I don't really know exactly where they need to go yet. Maybe, you know what, I'm just going to write magnet on here because it'll be hidden by whatever mat I use. Just to remind myself. Okay, so this is going to be the whole center spread. We're going to have all our little trick-or-treater children. We're going to add a couple of these little tombstones. And I might as well go ahead and cut those out. There we have these. Let's go ahead and ink these up. And I actually do have another piece of this exact same stuff left over on it, but I think these will be enough. And I'm going to trim a little of this off, so I'm just going to do the sides. And let's go ahead and trim, because I want to decide where I'm going to put it first. Kind of want it right about there. We're going to put those right about there, so kind of leading into that. Or do we want them more here? No, I definitely want them more over here. Okay. Oops. Right. Let's put those right there. Okay. All right, that's going to be our little scene. Then we're going to add all our little trick-or-treating children, which I think is going to be adorable. All right. And this one actually goes like that. This one goes like that. And then they'll open. And then we'll need something for here. And we may do something similar. Now, I'm going to set those aside for now. And I'm pulling out the only other page where I've really picked out mats is this one, which is the first page. So I might as well go ahead and put these down. And I'm going to use the purple spiders in the pocket, and then I'm going to double mat the pumpkins with black. And let's see, I'm not going to ink the purple, but I think I'll put just a little bit of black soot along the edges of the pumpkins just to knock down that white edge. Pieces that I've got picked for the other side. Okay. Okay. And then obviously when you put this on the pocket, be careful that your little jack-o'-lanterns are facing up and down. Let's go ahead and put spiders in. All right. Looks good. And let's put this one. Whoops. Right, glue all over my fingers there. All right, let's put this down again, being careful. Make sure our jack-o'-lanterns are straight up and down. Cute. Okay. That looks good. Okay. I think, pin in my glue. All right, I'm going to go ahead and call this episode done. We will come back next time. I will have picked out the rest of the mats. And one reason I'm stopping also is I'm just about out of black cardstock, and I know I'm going to want some for some of the rest of the mats, but it's coming tomorrow. So that'll be it for now. Thank you so much for watching. We're having a good time making this really fun project. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you don't miss my next video, and subscribe if you've not already. If you have, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And I will see you next time, and we will continue matting our adorable little Halloween mini album. Thanks for watching. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.